Hello and welcome everyone, here is the Scala and the Scala Craft, and another game with the Legacy of the Void. Today we're looking at one of the Gauntlet Cup game, and I believe it's a quarterfinals here on the Dusk Towers. Quite a mirror matchup and a mirror map as well. It's actually identical both sides here, and let's start with introducing our players here. On the top right corner, playing blue Zerg, it's Acer Nerchio. And on the bottom left corner, playing purple Zerg, is nVteam viOLet. So yeah, it's a Legacy of the Void, and here we see the mirror matchup of the two Zergs. And as I said in my previous reviews here and with a few commentaries, there's a lot of new changes here in the Legacy of the Void, and obviously both Zerg players here going for really fast expands, taking up the naturals even before pool, no gas before that, and now just taking the first gases. So what can we expect from the ZvZ matchup? As you remember, back in the Hearts of the Swarm, it was always Lings, Banelings, Mutalisks, Roaches, Hydras. That was really typical. What changed now in the Legacy of the Void is all basically you can expect more or less the same unit composition, only now we have a Ravagers, and the Ravagers is something really strong, and well, I'm not gonna jump ahead of events in this game, but I can assume we might see some Ravagers here as well. So yeah, I haven't seen this game, so I'm not really sure what's gonna happen here. So let's just gonna watch and see. At the moment, we see from the viOLet and from the Nerchio, it's more or less, well, cool, really similar build. Both players going for the pool one gas. Also, expand. What only difference we see that Nerchio is taking this one and the natural, while viOLet is taking the one behind the base. Here's the small ramp, and here's the entrance to the base. Both players are sending out the overlords. Well, the scouting overlords, was obviously this is a really common thing for the Zerg mirrors, and oh yeah, you see with the first links are on the way. They were really, oh yeah, they're gonna see each other. Uh, let's see with the hit point bars, and at least for a while. Yeah, so quite an exchange here. One Zergling versus one Zergling. Both players are producing several queens. Queens are really nice actually in this matchup. They're good for defense purposes, and all around unit nowadays, because you can always of course spread creep, you can heal the buildings, heal the units, and of course larva injections. Here in the Legacy of the Void, they made a little bit of the changes regarding this larva injections. You see, there's only 3 larvas, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's haven't been changed now. The game we're watching at the moment, it's been, as I said, it's been a few weeks old, and there might be some minor changes here, maybe about the map or maybe about the units. Unfortunately, I'm not really that sure. As I said, I haven't seen the game. And as you see, 2 queens used really nice to block the ramp. No fast run by here because see the Nerchio is committing a little bit more to the Zerglings. Then maybe the viOLet. And the banelings are already here and going for. Oh, very nice micro by the Nerchio. Barely managed to, like, he manages to escape, and just, I think that the milliseconds are really close to that. Both players are going for the. I'm saying. Yeah, well, both players are going for the roaches. Nerchio is a little bit faster here with the roaches, and now you see queens are going taking a little bit of offense, and viOLet is taking this fight, and also gonna take down the overlord here, and as we see, they tried a little bit of run by, but mainly just only for scouting purposes. And Nerchio lost the overlord, as I said, and he's falling a little bit of the behind in a supply count. Need to rebuild the overlord. And the viOLet is pushing on, and we'll see what's gonna happen. The first roaches are on the way, the roaches are out, and also there's nice queen block. Yes, you see, the queens are blocking it really well. No links are able to run by, and plus the damage of the queens are quite good, so not really much of opportunities to run to do anything against them, to be honest. Here we see the Nerchio again for the third base, a really fast third base. It's at the 5 minute mark, and while we see the viOLet is going for a lot of units, lot of banelings, roaches, and oh, definitely we wanna see this encounter. That's gonna be something big, a really big push, and he definitely needs to do some damage here, because if you don't, against these roaches and crawler and the queens, he's gonna fall behind. Definitely fall behind because of the third base. A lot of workers trying to push the first line. All the banelings exploded, and oh, it's just not enough. Just not enough. And as you see by the Nerchio, he's producing a lot more roaches, making more drones, and oh, we see the Ravagers. I think maybe a little bit too late. Few Ravagers in the initial attack would have done a lot more damage, killed several more queens, and it was been like more effective actually. More circuits produced by viOLet, replacing the queens by the Nerchio, but oh, Nerchio is winning in this fight as well, and going to the supply lead, plus he have an extra base, and it seems like the viOLet in this very hard mirror matchup is starting to fall more and more behind. You know, it's really hard to do the proper attacks, like early attacks here in the Legacy of the Void, because it's quite easy to defend, well, especially for the Protoss. But we're gonna see one of the Protoss games in a close future. I'm gonna talk more in details regarding this, but in the Zarag mirror, it's if you lose just a few units, those few minerals will do such a devastating change for the game in total, in general. So what we see of the unit composition at the moment, the viOLet is still going for the Ravager, Roach, and Zerglings, while Acer Nerchio is answering with basically the same thing, minus the links. More Ravagers, more Roaches. Oh, and you see the nice snipe of the Overlord. And at this moment, there's like quite a lot of Overlords, and just those few hundred minerals is not going to do a big trick. And oh, another Overlord is down. It's not much, but it adds up. And as you see, the Nerchio is taking the lead and just killing few Overlords here and there. It's been already more than 300 minerals. 400 minerals, and you see viOLet was supply capped for just 2 seconds. And now he got a third base of his own as well. But Nerchio already have 3 bases up and running for quite some time here, and start gathering some troops in the middle, positioning some roaches, some ravagers, and oh, that's gonna be bad. That's definitely not gonna be really nice for the Nerchio. Oh, but okay, he lost some ravagers, but those links, I don't see. Is there a speed upgrade? Yeah, well, definitely. There must be. I'm just so used to watching my own links with this visual changes, and you see they a little bit different, something more similar from the campaign, and just snipe of the Overlord. I can imagine it's gonna be so annoying for the viOLet. He replaced already several Overlords, and this is 160, almost 150 supply attack. Quite a big army, so just Nerchio checking if you have a 4th base, not there. So he knows that he's 3 versus 3, and he should have some advantage here. Oh, and we see a lot of roaches here maxing up, and it's really close up. So it's all about the Ravager hits, and what are you gonna do? Oh, this looks really better for viOLet. Of course, the supply count it's still in Nerchio's favor, but the viOLet took quite a good fight. Bad positioning of the Ravagers, wasn't really used properly, didn't do as much damage as they should. I know, not a big projectile. So Nerchio avoids, really good. Actually, it's a really good play by the Nerchio lately. He's definitely doing a really good job. It shows he's a really powerful player at the moment in all the tournaments. And oh, GG by the viOLet. Nerchio wins this little little game, and I assume he proceeded there in the tournament as well and did quite a good. What we didn't see was the lurkers then in the play-in. Not really the late game, but the mid game, as you see, it's gonna be really devastating. Just a few minor mistakes, and the game is cold. Thank you for watching, guys, and stay tuned. Just like and share, and I'm gonna see you at the next game. See ya.